Calomini, Listen Raka Talk Show. I'm your lead host, Mzee Abraham K. Kamara, broadcasting to you live from the state of Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love and sisterly affections. Hmm. You know, it is laughable, it is funny. I, I am the mover and the shakers. When I hold on to issues, once that issue is never addressed, I cannot leave it. They're fool. They're fool. They're big fake fool. This big fake what take an asshole to be like a woman toilet. What take his asshole to be like a female stuff? He is the one that I'm talking to. You know, the fool went out. He went out. He texted me. He texted me over and over. And I told him, if you cannot stop texting me, I will block you. He never stopped, so I blocked him. Now, he went to my friend Lauma Yoto and other COP officials to tell them to come and beg me. I'm not hiding, but for privacy, I will hide the COP official names. Therefore, when he called my friend Lauma Yoto, beg him for him to come and beg me. Therefore, call Mulbah Yorgbor. They big asshole. So Lama reached to me, Lama asked me that I should not play the clip. I told Lama, I said, under one condition, if that brother promised me, if this brother promised you, not me, if that brother promised that he will resign from the COP, if this fool promise you that he will resign from the COP, then I will not play the clip. Folks, for you guys to know that we are the mover and the shakers. That fool has promised that next week he will be appointed in the ANC to hold certain lucrative positions. So because of that, he will resign. He will resign from the COP. And if that does not work, I told him, if that does not work, then you have put yourself in a bar book with me. If that does not work, I will bring your clip here. The time they were vandalizing you, the time that they were vandalizing you, when being Cassidy were vandalizing you, your asshole. I will bring that clip here and I will show it to the Liberian people so they can know the kind of man you are. The brother promised, my friend and brother Lama Yonton, that he promised that he will resign starting from next week. And he will resign. He begged me that I should not play the clip. He does not know how I managed to get the clip. I said, no, you don't need to know. Because I am a mover and a shaker. I am a mover and a shaker. And even Robert Sally, the time Robert Sally was fucking you. Your first time that Robert Sally fuck you, I have in that clip. The first time that Robert Sally Fuck your asshole are having that clip. Don't joke with me. He went in COP chat room to go say, oh, he coming for me. Coming for me. You don't have. Let us be real here. Mama Yoko does not have any history in our country. Mama Yoko does not have any history about student advocacy, about peer groups advocacy. Mama Yoko does not have. And I was able to tell you, it is the COP that brought you to permanent. It is the COP that brought you to permanent, because many of our followers, they never knew you. Mama Yoko does not have any Jamie history, clear path history. Mama Yoko does not have. And so I told him, he asked me that I should not play the clip. He begged. Mama Yoko begged that he should not be able to see that clip, that he will resign. And I am saying this to you. If Mama Yoko does not resign, starting from next week, I will gain up to next week any. If Mama Yoko does not resign from the COP, if Mama Yoko does not resign from the COP, I never said Henry Costa told me. I never said Maurice Ducler, Mr. Ducler told me. I never said Ben Savin told me. I never said Zizu told me, Stephen Johnson. I never call all of the people name. I said Lauma. The contract was between he and Lauma, because Lauma is my key friend and Allah. And folks, so I am saying to him that I am the mover and the shakers. I can shake the table. That any attempt for him to not relinquish our post, then let Mama Yoko have himself to blame. Let Mama Yoko have himself to blame. Because if he have never reached to COP officials, for them to talk to me, and I have so much respect. I have so much respect for our leaders. And that is the reason why I am sparing him. What my leader told me, I know it. I know it. But what Lauma told me, that's why I'm bringing publicly to you guys. So you guys can know that me and Mama Yoko, along with Lauma Yoko, we have reached an agreement. That we have reached an agreement. The COP is not a pressure group that will bring you to permanence, and then you use that to go and seek your self-aggrandizement. That will not work for us. That will not work for us. The COP is a pressure group. When last the Mama Yoko? When last the Mama Yoko? You knew Mama Yoko from his stand against society ills. When was the last time? Except for this man used to be traveling to London, going to Great Britain, going to Italy, going in Europe, or going to France. Because Mama Yoko used to go for his treatment. I told you guys that Mama Yoko ball is leaking. The male ball is 10 wide. The male ball is wide. The male ball does not have grip. The how Mama Yoko ball looking. The male ball looking like this. the man borehole looking. So the man borehole does not have grip. In order for the man to be taking treatment, they used to send the man out of the country. Every 6 months, 3 months, they used to send their food. Their food they used to send out of the country. They used to send their food out of the country after every 3 months, after every 6 months. They used to send their food. Their food, what caused the Secretary General of the COP? They used to send their asshole for treatment in Italy. Who used to say, behind Kinsley, that love Robert Salif. Rob used to send this guy. Rob used to send him always for his treatment. So now he's looking now for another treatment center because Mulbah Yorgbor is wild. The man cannot laugh. The man cannot laugh to certain extent. Mulbah Yorgbor cannot laugh to certain extent. To show to you that this man ball is purely leaking. This man wearing pimples. Pimples. That man, he and myself for it. Except he resigned, that's the only way I will leave him. That's the only way I will leave him. Although my leader they have talked to me, they are saying that I should not bring the man to public disrepute. I told them that I will do it. I will do it because this man is an asshole. What was Mulbah Yorgbor advocacy? What had been his advocacy? The man, when they send the guy for the guy to go to demonstrate, the guy will go in hiding. This fool cannot even run. This fool cannot even run because his ball is leaking. Can you imagine someone borrow, someone for them to get a lucrative job to maritime? This guy, they needed to sleep with him before this guy was awarded a job to a maritime. Bien Kessler had to virginize the guy borrow. I never knew that man borrow can be virginized. I never knew. But from that discussion, for the discussion that they had been having, how come I knew that a man borehole can be vandalized? Yeah. So let him know that I am on his back. That's what we have reached an agreement. That's what we have reached an agreement that I will not play that clip except he resign. That's what we have reached to that agreement. But that does not mean that when I take verse, I cannot come here to come and show my audience that clip. That does not mean that. A man sleeping with a friend man for a job. Can you imagine? The guy slept with BNKZ for a job. Connor, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Hey, brother AB, my name's Stanley. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Steering wire.
Yeah, I mean, with all the stuff you're saying, I don't have any knowledge on it and things, but I did want to speak more like on what I noticed about. I was in Liberia last year,
Uh-huh.
and with the COP, I'm a strong supporter of COP. I love the COP, and I've been supporting, and I'm still supporting. But one time, I went to town, and I saw Mulbah Yorgbor. He was driving some kind of jeep. I
Mm-hmm.
think he got a jeep.
He have cars.
Yeah, I saw him riding some kind of jeep, but the window was down. He had beer, drinking, driving. I'm like, I was just to me now in my spirit, I was just like, wow, the COP, COP have a very big thing. You can't have this man holding certain position, then people seeing him in public that they drinking, like
They may have
drinking.
a club. This guy, they also having a club.
Yeah, you can't like with that type of position. I expected to, to see him doing something better. I didn't go to him to speak, but I just saw him that day, like in his
He
window
have a
seat,
green
and
jeep,
he was,
green jeep.
yeah, he was drinking the beer bottle in his hand, driving the window down. I said, bro, this with the organization you representing is a well-known organization, so there should be ways in which you present yourself when you're out there, so people can be able to say some negative stuff about the area in which you represent. And when I saw him that day, I felt a little bit disappointed in my spirit, like I was like, why would Costa Mary man, they kind of man or
And now
like
Costa never knew. Let me tell you, Costa never knew they asshole, they fake asshole. Costa never knew it. This man was recommended by a person that I name I will not call to Harold Costa. That man was recommended to Harold Costa that that man could be a good secretary. But they never knew that this man was a fake. Only one person in the CLP knew that this man is a fake, and that is Abraham Dara Zeno.
yeah, that's my only, that's the only thing I noticed about him that when I saw. But other than that, I personally don't have any other issue with him. I don't know the other stuff then that you're talking about, but I'm
My
listening.
brother,
Just know that.
I am telling you, this guy was working to maritime. Before the guy could get the maritime job, you want to tell me that man is smarter than Jacob Zuma? This man is smarter than Zuma? Are you telling me that this man is smarter than Zuma? That this man is smarter than Comrade Joe Wilson? That this man is smarter than the guy that just graduated just recently? Martin Kula. You want to tell me this man is smarter than Martin Kula? You want to tell me this man is smarter than all of those guys that need that I'm calling? No, but because they got them went to the Maritime, and Maritime told them that they have to sleep with them, and Jacob said no. Jacob said no. Jacob said no. Bianca said that to Jacob.
Yes. Well, that's. I mean, I'm following the show. It's just I just had a call in to give my two
Thank
cents
you,
on
thank you, Lord.
why
We will say we will continue to flag that issue. This guy, this criminal must resign. That's the only thing. If he
yeah,
resign,
you can't be representing this organization and then
you be drinking uncontrollably,
the government already don't like COP. Then you there, you drinking, you chilling, you got
uncontrollably
beer in your
drinks,
hand.
drinking beer uncontrollably. You sing the beer bottle in your
People
hand.
then over there, are the COP people then over there? I don't think it's presentable for the organization. Mulbah Yorgbor need to work on himself.
That man
He
need to
shouldn't be in a
go.
position where.
That man need to go. That man need to go. That's all I have to say. That man need to go. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you.
Keep a call coming out on 215-578-1050 or 215-824-8124. Yes! That man, this man, if next week comes, the week already start today. The week have already started today. If this week comes, this guy does not resign at the end of this week, so help me God. The thing that will come outside, they will beg me. They will beg me. My audience will beg me. You will tell me that I'm not supposed to expose that guy. You will beg me. You will beg me that I'm not supposed to expose this idiot. But hear myself for it. You can't be. You listen to the choir. You listen to the choir. Can't tell me say you don't know me. You will deal with me. That more you want to deal with me. Say what making. But what you know about my grandma, you know about my grandma, you know about my militancy. He know the water that I can take by our. Why you can know? Why you can know? Why you can trying to look for a place where Bien is no longer in the country. Rab Salih is in Great Britain. Rab Salih is in Great Britain. The man is enjoying himself in Great Britain. So the man is trying to look for another people for him to go closer to, so they can be able to sponsor his treatment. One of your is seriously sick. The man ball is rotting. That man asshole is rotting. The asshole what your ball is meant for fucking. Instead of you using your knob, someone using your asshole, your ball, someone using your poo. Father, what is the name and where are you calling from?
This is Margaret. I'm calling from Georgia.
Margaret, go ahead.
You know what he did? He went in his chat group and put my name there, telling people that he needs for me to leave him alone, or he's gonna take off his gloves and deal with me.
Look at trouble. Look at trouble.
That he can deal with me. That he can deal with me.
Look at trouble.
Oh yes. I should leave him alone. After he went in my inbox, he had no business going in my inbox.
What a man that going in my audience inbox. What a man going in your inbox. The man, if he's sure that what we are saying that it is not true, why he is going in your inbox?
Oh my, he's guilty. He just needs to resign.
That's all.
And you know what I don't get? I don't get why even Dylan knew and he didn't say anything. Because they knew there were plenty in the mall, in the COP. When more Ali...
Kora coming to you, just hold on.
Why couldn't he resign?
More Ali knew that he could not be holding the secretary of the United Party, and at the same time he been holding the secretary of the COP. So yes. In order for he did the honorable thing, he resigned.
Yes. But no, not this other one. Passing around, acquiring all his work. You told me about all kind of how many acres of land he had.
He can be having it, but he get the acres of land through fucking his asshole.
Foolish boy. All over the place, he got children there. I know who can be sleeping with him. All over the place, he got children. He can't even take care of his children. Nonsense. Foolish man.
The man is good. I gotta block this fool. I have to block him. The man came in my inbox, begging me. I told you, I said, if he texts me one more time, I will block him. No, I block it on my page, on my personal page, as Abraham.
All right.
As Mzee Abraham, I block him.
Foolish man. Okay, if you take care, I can't wait, but I'm here.
Okay, thank you. What is the name and where are you calling out from?
This is Jala Mayango. I call from Minnesota.
Jala Mayango, go ahead.
I've been listening to your podcast a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you were asking for Mulbah Yorgbor to resign. If I may ask, why you want him to resign?
The man should resign because the man have no history. The man have no history. Secondly, this man have turned our movement into a money winning, into a acquiring wealth for himself. This man have a character that is very tarnishing. This guy, you know that the COP sent this guy 4,000 plus. For this guy to come up with a report of how the 4,000 and plus were used, this fool took 3 weeks to send that report, and the report was not adequately organized. The man said that he had a soccer tournament, but the money was not sent to the man for soccer tournament. Secondly, this man had brought the COP to public disrepute because of this guy. This guy, when he took a set for 6 panel, using the COP name, that he was going to pay the $1,200 for the set. Up to now, as I speak, this man have not been able to pay the woman money. The woman have lost. This guy complained all to COP officials. So
Okay.
for that, I am asking you for you to go. For joining a political party, that's not what I'm behind you for.
Okay. All right. Thank you, AB. I listened to that. You see, when you look at the level of game being played in the COP, you will not believe why people are breaking away from COP. You understand?
Mhm.
When you decide to find an organization, in order for your organization or whatever movement, if you want that movement to be very strong, there should be discipline there, and the act of favoritism should be abolished,
Mhm.
and rules of law. You understand?
Mhm.
When you look at the COP, there are a lot of interests that have been played in our COP. So this COP is breaking away. People just sit on the fence. Oh, COP breaking up COP. When you look at the level of interest being played in COP, you will get to know why people are breaking away from COP. You're talking about people putting COP integrity on the line. Let me bring it, AB. We all criticize the government. We criticize
What are coming to you? Mhm.
COP carry themselves. Are they in a position to really take over country, or they are just there for their own selfish aim? I mean, sometimes this is the reason why I just decide to just stay away from politics, AB, because these guys, they are no different from George Weah.
I'm telling
You're
you.
talking about, listen, you're talking about Mulbah, Mulbah Yorgbor. Look at the man you call your chairman, what his name, Mo Aliu. See the level of disgrace Mo Aliu brought to the COP. It's not a disgrace that people need to be telling. No, when you want for an organization to be strong, don't just point finger at one person, because you want to set precedent, and that precedent should be set across the board. It shouldn't just be on the basis of one person. No, you can have a party chairman by the name of Mo Aliu bringing the integrity of the COP to public ridicule, and then you keep it on a carpet, and then you come you attack one person because you feel that, oh, the person is not in your interest. You understand? So this is why some of us, we just distance ourselves from that whole
What are coming to you? I'm coming to you. Yes or no?
Okay, all right.
guys are there who are trying to push the agenda of Joseph Human Worker. And in our COP, they get a lot of people that are there to push the agenda of Alexander Kumi. I mean, when you see that kind of gameplay, people want to feel that they got supremacy, that when they say thing, it will be the final. And all are there saying, no, we cannot allow it. We came here as a group to defeat George Weah government because we are feeling disenchanted of what George Weah is doing. But what George Weah is doing, are we in a position to take over? I mean, you can see these people don't have love for the country. This is why when I go on live, I
The
tell
man,
people,
that fool was given $5,000 by Alexander B. Cummings for him to be able to join.
you understand? These people, they are just there because they're not in a position today. They're criticizing George Weah. You understand? If that be the case, then let George Weah go for 12 years because no, when you're waiting, when you say
Okay.
if you say you set it on the fence, and you understand to take over, you must be setting on the fence properly. You can't be setting and you trusting yourself all kinds of ways. Then it don't make no difference. You understand?
Thank you.
You guys are saying that you are there to redeem the liberate people, but the way you carry yourself, how will it convince us that you will not be different from George Weah?
Thank you.
Eh? So we just have to be bold and not start be bold to the fact and attack whoever that go wrong. But
But
if they are not
you saw me brought more Ali to public disrepute, right?
yeah. Now I like that because if you
Okay.
want to just I like that, AB. This is why we say if you want an organization or whatever movement you are forming, there to be discipline and there to be precedent set in order for that organization to be strong. Thank you.
Thank you. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from? Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from? Hello, Cora. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello. My name is Tamafoya, calling from Canada.
Tamafoya, hold on 1 minute. Let me take a call. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from?
This is Margaret again. I want to speak to the caller that was just on there.
Okay.
He is so confused and funny. Number one, Mo Ali is not COP right now.
Hmm?
And number two,
No, he
the
is a COP, but he is not holding key position.
okay, the COP is not a political party. This is what I keep talking about, people being confused. That caller is so confused. He's saying that this is why I stay away from the COP. You know what the COP is? We are a pressure group. The COP is even you who's speaking there because we are all just a patriots of people who love Liberia. And we are doing the right thing. I want that caller to come back and name where one time that someone was not brought to public ridicule or someone was not told that they did something wrong. I
Thank
want
you.
him to come out there and say it. Let him say it. Because I know Henry Costa is on top of things in our COP. The only reason why his name is still over there, that Yorgbor, when he came to talk nicely about first, he asked a question, then he went on to deviate from the topic. Talk about ANC, how different would be. What are you talking about? Do you know what you even want in Liberia? Does COP, the organization, has anything to do with Joshua? We put their feet to the fire all the time. We are telling you guys all the time. You see how confused people are for those that are in the CPP and those that are in the COP who are conniving along to go branch off. You see how confused the country is right now? People
Thank
are
you.
so confused. They don't even know what they're talking. This is what I said. Political cults has been formed right in our midst, in the COP, in the CPP. And now they're going to blame COP for that. But you
Thank
don't
you.
know there are two oppositions in the country, the fake one and the real one.
Thank
And
you.
what we see fighting here is the fake opposition on the real opposition.
Thank
And
you.
that real opposition consists of J and B. And
Thank
that's
you.
what they're fighting. So
Thank you.
please, Cora, get your facts together before you come back. I'll talk.
Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello. My name is Tamafuya, calling from Canada.
Tamafuya, can you please lower your receiver for us, please?
Okay, 1 minute. Okay now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you see, you were talking about Mulbah Yorgbor. I just want to find out when you guys really get to know Mulbah Yorgbor is the kind of person he is.
For me, no. I want us to address your question one by one. For me, I get to know Mulbah Yorgbor for since my University of Liberia days, because I entered the university in 2006. I get to know.
University?
I entered the University of Liberia 2006,
Okay.
and I get to know Mulbah Yorgbor since 2006.
From which university?
No, he was not in the University of Liberia when I get to know him.
Because he must have attended Zion.
Yeah,
Graduated from Zion together. 2000,
my brother.
2012.
What I,
He must have graduated from Zion.
yeah, whether you graduated from Zion or not, I just wanted to say to you how I get to
Okay,
know
bro.
this guy. I get to know him since 2006, and before that, I get to know Mulbah Yorgbor was involved in this Mia. I get to know later on that Mulbah Yorgbor was involved in Mia.
Yeah.
So for that, no,
Say that.
I come for that. I came to the United States 2014. I left Mulbah Yorgbor back, and the guy was involved in the Mia. Aggressively, the man was involved in Mia. At the end result, Mulbah Yorgbor used to travel after every 3 months, 6 months, and so forth, because he used to go for his treatment into Italy, Russia, and other areas. Then when the man got appointed to COP, when Mo Ali resigned, I went in the COP chat room. In the executive, I went there and I was able to tell the official of COP, that this man was involved in Mia, that this man having a huge baggage, that this man does not have any history, this man does not have any student history, any classes or any history in the past. Mama Yoko never had it. That we cannot bring such a guy to these lucrative positions. And the guy said that, they were trying him. And they trying him, and they trying him. When we were demonstrating, they sent this fool, they sent him $4,000. Mama Yoko was not able to get a report of the $4,000 3 weeks. Later on, the man sent a report. The report was disjointed, disorganized. Then the man started to say that he used that money for tournament. But the money was not sent to the guy for tournament. The money was sent to him for demonstrations. The man not want to stop that. This fool, the Mia guy, this guy, when he took a set from one woman called Sespana, who is strongly supporting COP. This guy said that he was going to pay the woman money. The woman set money, $1,200. Up to now, the foolish guy, he have not paid. So I'm pressurizing him for him to resign, for him to be part of a political party. That is not my reason why I'm behind him for him to resign. That is not my reason.
Okay, and and thank you very much for the kind of pressure you put it on, because we need the right thing to be done in our country. But my next question here is, how do the COP carry on recruitment? It is because you are an opposition and you are part of the COP, or how do the COP carry on recruitment?
I think you need to call the recruitment officer and ask. I'm not the COP recruitment officer. I know that you have to willingly be willing to join the COP. The COP is open to any Liberian who is willing.
If we open we agree open the area library, but not people who buy character.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yes, me coming.
Hold on, I'm coming to you.
Okay.
Good people will interpret want to be part of you guys. But if you guys are just open to everybody, once you accuse the government, why you criminal, once you get stuck against the government, they take you, then we'll have problems. Because if you say you want to keep the government through the fire, people will moral. That person, oh yes, I can follow this man. But not because my against the government, and when they don't carry or take them. Then the whole city began then people begin to caution, the objective of the whole movement. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate you because we have to stand for the right thing.
You knew Mola Yoko. You said.
Let me get a small story of Mola Yoko. I know Mola Yoko too good. He must have gathered from Zion. I think criminal justice will not take the same causes, but we'll have some facts together. Mola Yoko lives in PV and around Hamafi. I know him too good. The way he said about him is not lie. Mola Yoko is a gay. He's a gay. He is a gay. That I know of. That I know him myself will not be the police Joshua, or that I know him too good who want to sign together 28, and we'll gather together. So I can tell you that. But I would thank you very much for the show.
Yeah, but before you go, did you know Mola Yoko to be part of any pressure group or any movement that Mola Yoko in time past? They didn't take on the mantle of authority to pressurize the government for the maltreatment of any Liberians. Don't you know Mola Yoko to be?
Mola Yoko had not been part of any pressure group. What can we know in school? The first thing Mola Yoko did, his graduates are not rich. He went and bribed the people in the school. He wanted to graduate before the school here. They said, no, you cannot graduate when you're not done all your courses. They had a we all got together, and for now you're working the maritime. But he had not been part of any pressure group that I know of. Nothing that I know of. I was surprised because you see one thing, the problem with Liberia, my brother, because it is not you, it should not be me.
Yeah.
He was working the maritime. When the current government came over, he lost his job. So now he's thinking he went against the government. So he's looking for any pressure to the job, but he's not an advocate. He is not an advocate. I know him well. I know him very well. Moi, je commençais à dire qu'on se regarde in Zion. Ask him, we hear God in Zion. He will tell you, things that you're in Zion, he will tell you, yes, I know you well. We discuss together in Zion. We live in peace together and all.
The brother is a big. The male ball is leaking. This guy is a big faggot. Thank you.
Okay.
Carter, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
I'm calling from Georgia, and this is Margaret. I'm trying to answer the question that is
You hear it from the girlfriend. Mother your girlfriend, why he and mother your girl graduated together. Yeah, it. The guy alluded to the fact that what I'm saying it is true.
people are very confused here. We do not. I don't think the COP screen people of good behavior, bad behaviors before you join the COP. No, we don't do that. No one does that. You are coming to join a group that is going to be putting pressure on the government. So why are we going to screen people to know whether you're going to put pressure on the government or not? The only reason here for Mulbah Yorgbor is that he has gone to another party. What is that? It's ANC. That particular party, you know very well how they do not care about Henry Costa. They do not. Okay, he's over there. Why doesn't he resign? It's a conflict of interest. No one stopped anyone from joining any party. I can be of a party. There are a lot of us there that do not have a political party. And some people do have political parties. Somebody is saying that Henry Costa should resign from a unity party. Does it make sense to you? When that is not something that's in our laws or bylaws. No, we don't. Anyone can do whatever they want to do. That's why even Mulbah Yorgbor is still there because he has the right to choose anybody he want to go to. But now we are seeing what he has done. We've seen this before. He is a thief. He stole from the organization. He knows that. And no one knew he was of that character when they recommended him over there. Because I'm sure we would have not put him in such a position where he would manage money. You know how many clothes the guy passing around? But you're not going to hold any position like that because people don't know. But he has shown that he is not credible. He is not nice. So when two people fight, they don't talk anything good about each other. That's why his seen two business being talked about here. So there's nothing about Karen Costa to resign Unity Party and stuff like that. No, we don't want the ANC people around our leader. What the hell wrong with you? Something wrong with you? They bash Costa every day. You don't see it out there. You think Henry Costa loader you want? You're lucky or your horse for you to ride? No. You might be telling anybody else. You treat him with respect, we will do the same. He will be nice all the way, but people, someone like me, I ain't being nice. No, you can say whatever thing you want to say. You want to tell us, let us work for the people we can. Right now, we are doing projects in Liberia, helping to build Liberia, and we got a good reason for doing all the things we do. If you don't think that's a reason for you to join, you want to say, come and back Yorgbor here and say, oh, this and that to push your ANC agenda. You got all you're doing on the post here as I read it. Somebody yelling the ANC. Cummings should not even be in the mix here. He should not even be in the mix in any political talk here. He's president for what?
All right, thank you.
Please.
I want to respond to few comment here. I want to respond to free comment. Thank you.
Okay.
My friend and brother saying that man can be able to take me to court. I have evidence. I have an evidence that this man is involved in Miami. That his gas too was used. That this man ball, his asshole were used. What is the name and where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing today, Jeremiah?
Jeremiah, go ahead.
How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's good. Yeah, my brother. The last time I called when the first time you talked about the Mama, you should know, my brother. The thing is, people are in COP, including the leader of COP, Henry Costa, have to be very careful. The reason I say is that I feel sorry for the poor guy Henry Costa who always at the front line.
I'm telling you.
People keep using his popularity to succeed. They just keep going up.
I'm telling you.
They see Henry Costa down every day. Let me tell you, there are certain people in this life, they have certain gifts, they get good heart. But people use them to get up as a pedestal. That's why I see these guys are always doing to Henry Costa. I'm now a COP member. Henry Costa needs to look at his surrounding and be very careful. Because there is no way a Secretary General for my pressure group will go join an opposition that people always speaking against me and want me down. And you go to one of the most viable position in the group. It don't make sense. I don't get that what he said, but I think he came to use the COP to get what he wants.
The brother does not have any history. Therefore, yeah, came to use the COP for him to be permanent, to be brought to permanent. Then he used. Don't you know that that guy used the COP popularity for him to be popular? Then he have used said to take 5,000 for Alexander B. Cummings. 5 good thousand.
Maybe you need to put pressure on him. Let him step down. Let him go.
Oh, but me and the guy now finish talking. Me and the guy finish talking. I told this guy that the only thing that will make me for me to not bring that your virgin license clip out here to the public, except when you resign. And the brother has promised me that starting from this week, because the week start today, this week, I'm gonna give him this week. I should give him this week. He will post the house in order and he will resign. That's all. If Mulbah resign, and then I will not get nothing to do with him.
Maybe before I leave, right, we need to start setting example on people like this in our society, where they don't want to be part of any cause, but they want to be beneficiary. This kind of behavior have to stop. Like brands are like that. Almost everybody in the political arena know how they do.
God, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
Put a Mulbah Yorgbor. Because the way CDT, he was just with Unity Party, say he was an affiliate.
The man affiliated with United Party 2 times.
For Unity, to Unity Party, now with ANC. This means not stable. So he's a great seeker. So you guys really need to put your feet and let the guy lead that particular position. Other feminine Liberians need that position instead of him being using the position to be gaining and benefiting from it. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. God, what is your name and where are you calling out from? God, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
My name is Matthew Pietokwa and I join you from Minnesota.
Matthew, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been finding the show quite interesting. I have a few questions for you. So I actually want to know where are you coming from when it relates to the issue of your point raised tonight. I want you to clearly understand, my dear brother.
You say you wanted to ask me. Then you say you want me to clearly understand. Which one? You want me to clearly understand that I can understand. You want me to answer a question that I can answer your question.
Okay, can you provide me an opportunity to speak out? There's a show.
No, this is a show. You have all right to your.
We've been following you for a very long period of time. Somehow how great we got for you. This is why we chose to come here to really follow you guys.
Yeah.
Provide me an opportunity to speak out. Right?
Okay.
To respect each other.
Okay.
Yeah. One thing I want to clarify on this show, tonight is the issue of the COP. I want you guys to understand that the COP is not a political institution. One, every individual within the COP has a right to support any candidate within the opposition bloc.
We agree.
Political party.
We agree.
Okay. So in Mulbah model, the few
Mulbah Yorgbor, not Mulbah model. Mulbah Yorgbor.
Mulbah Yorgbor. Or the few times Henry Costa decided to play his support to Joseph Iman Braka. And then we all embrace the idea. So if the young men decide to support the ANC, the ANC
by your information,
just hold on, give me a minute. The ANC is within the opposition bloc. The ANC is not part of the CDC. So we are still driving on the same platform. So I don't know why you guys should come here and then try to assassinate someone's character without providing any tangible evidence. The information provided by Mulbah, being a gay, I don't think it's prudent enough to be said.
But you haven't. You finished?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, you said that Henry Costa supported in declaring his support to Joseph Young. That is false. That is false and misleading.
Oh,
That is false and misleading. No, no, you're saying that we should give each other a chance.
okay, okay.
That is
Go
false
ahead.
and misleading. Henry
Explain.
Costa never declared his support for Joseph Mwabaka yet. Henry Costa said that he wanted to declare his support for a candidate. We all went to Henry Costa inbox and we told him that this would not be the rightful time. That Henry Costa has decided to hold on to his supporting Joseph Mwabaka or whosoever until the CP can be able to go for the primary. Now, the issue of you, have you not hear? Have you not hear that? Do you think that I am behind Mulbah Yorgbor because he pledged his support to Alexander B. Cummings? No, I'm not behind you for that. That is not even part of my discussions.
So what is the point of argument tonight?
Oh, all the long time you've been following this year, you don't know that Mulbah Yorgbor
No,
brought our pressure group to public disrepute. That Mulbah Yorgbor he cannot be trusted. That no, I come in. That Mulbah Yorgbor cannot be trusted. The brother was sent $4,000 for the demonstrations. That brother, when he misused the money, he will ask for a report. Mulbah Yorgbor never gave that report to the COP until 3 weeks after the demand. 3 weeks. In that report, the man, I come in.
You like to take over, that we speak, and get provide opportunity for
No, but I am still speaking.
So, I have to,
I am still speaking. I don't want the tree drama. I don't want to allow you on board, and I don't want to discontinue your allowance. But I am saying that I will give you time. You will talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Mulbah Yorgbor not only started, the man when he indicated in the report that the report that he used for soccer tournament, was the money sent to him for soccer tournament? Was the money sent to the man for the idiot for soccer tournament? Then the man turned around. The man used the organization's needs to go and take a set from 6 panel, and I'm calling the woman in 6 panel in the name of the COP. The 6 panel promising 6 panel that he will be able to pay her $1,200. Up to present, Mulbah Yorgbor have not been able to pay that money. And that woman have lodged the man complaint all in the COP group chat, all the COP members.
So can I come in now?
Why?
Okay, thank you very much. So the information provided, can you accurately state date and time that those issues took place?
Brother, I'm not here to convince you. Thank you.
No, it's not.
What is the name and where are you calling on from? What is the name and where are you calling on from?
I'm Arthur S. Grady calling from Minnesota.
But you have to speak out louder,
See, I'm Arthur S. Grady calling from Minnesota.
Yeah, Arthur, go ahead.
Yeah, just considering
Brother, you want to talk, you talk. You want to listen to the receiver, then you listen to the receiver. Yeah, we don't have time here. We don't have time. That's what I'm saying. Mulbah Yorgbor, yes.
Good evening, brother AB. This is Peter calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead.
There's a guy on the show right now. I think he was speaking to the point, but I think you just cut him off. Randomly.
And I'll cut the guy off.
Okay, yeah. The question that guy was asking, I think, was very essential because if you're providing information about someone's character, you have to provide tangible evidence that will be convincing to the.
But the tangible evidence, I said, who here does not know that the COP demonstrated? He does not know.
You just stated that the young man went and took money from people, and then man is gay, and then man, we have to start assassinating people
No,
character when we
no,
don't have
no, no,
any,
no, no. I have the
when we don't have
evidence.
any circumstantial
I
evidence
have
to
the
prove out
evidence
there.
because
Okay,
I have the
what are the
evidence.
evidence?
I have the evidence, and you listen to the guy who he and Mulbah Yorgbor graduated together. The guy said that he and Mulbah Yorgbor is a gay. Not only that, I have a claim in my possession that Mulbah Yorgbor has begged me for me to not be able to show that clip to my
When
public.
the young man,
In
was given the opportunity to serve as the Secretary General for the COP, you guys embrace the idea. You guys
no, I never, I never, I never, I never, I never, I never, I never,
when you guys
I never,
the ANC
I
is not part
never,
of the
I
PDP.
never,
The ANC
I
is
never,
opposition black.
I
It's
never,
different.
I never, I never,
That was
I never, I
to the
never,
point.
I
So
never,
give that guy
I
opportunity.
never, I never,
The ANC
I never,
is
I never, I never, I never, I never,
so we should
I
be
never,
okay
I
with
never, and I never, I'm saying to you that I never, I never, I never, I never. I never, I never, I'm telling you that I never. I am telling you that I never. I am telling you that I never. No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Koro, you want us to have a civil discussion, then you have to,
I don't speak in noise. You hijacking the forum.
yeah, then you have to give me a
We're
chance.
speaking to the point, and
You have to give me the chance. You have to give me the chance. You're saying that we all encourage Mulbah Yorgbor when the guy was appointed,
Okay,
and I said that I never.
do that because you are not part of the executive committee. You are not part of the executive committee, so you don't need to approve someone. Yeah. So I'm
I assure you that I'm not part of the executive committee.
I'm aware.
No, you are not aware.
I'm aware.
No, you are not aware.
Okay. So how the Mulbah
No, you are not aware. You are not aware. No, you are not aware. You are not aware. You are not aware. No, you are not aware. No, you are not aware.
I believe in that not.
No, you are not aware. Then when you finish, you will ask me. Then I will explain to you.
He went to proceed.
I am saying when you finish talking your gibberish, when you finish talking your gibberish, yeah, because of the recommendation that came from Abraham Darrow's journal, because of the recommendation that came.
One thing I want you guys to understand within this,
I will cut you off because I'm not here to give you a chance. So that I'm talking, you don't want to listen to what I'm saying. I will not give you a chance. They're fool. Since you don't want for us to have civil discussion, for each time that I'm talking, I'm in flight. When I'm in flight, I'm very dangerous. So allow me to learn civilly, then you can be able to pick up.
go ahead.
I am saying you don't know how Mulbah Yorgbor was appointed. You do not know.
Okay,
It was not an committee went into a cluster to go to look for a secretary general. This fool was recommended by Abraham Darrow's journal. Abraham Darrow's journal spoke highly of this young brother to Herod Pedro Costa. That how can Herod Pedro Costa say discussing with the other official with Ben Semi with that of Zizu and Mo Ali, all right? And because of that, and then they said, all right, go ahead and make the appointment. That does not mean that they went in searching for a secretary general, and a secretary general was formed. Then they brought the secretary general into a vetting committee. No, there was no vetting committee set up for this guy to be vetted. So I want for you to understand. Yeah?
Can I come here a minute?
Go ahead.
Okay, the information you just stated, the information provided right now, prove beyond all reasonable doubt that there was a procedure. One, there were recommendations made by Abraham Darrow's journal as clearly stated. Two, the news were brought forth to the other executive members, and then later he got approved. So that is the procedure. I want you to understand that procedure is from one step to another step. One, his news were recommended by an executive official within the COP. So then where is the point of argument to say he did not follow the procedure? The last time we were speaking, I was speaking.
There is a procedure. There is a procedure wherein a vetting committee, when a organization go look for someone to serve in that capacity, there is a vetting committee. All right, but in this man's case, there was no vetting committee. Thank
Yeah,
you,
but, okay, so,
thank you, my brother. Thank you, thank you,
yeah,
thank
but
you,
Ebi, can you give me a minute, please?
thank you, thank you. No, 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 no. Thank you.
No, because we're trying to provide
No,
nothing.
no,
Where
thank
you
you,
are
thank
able.
you, thank you, thank you. No, I'm not providing any more money here. I'm not providing any more money. That hacker I am saying, Mama Yoko have finally promised that he will resign this week. Any attempt for Mama Yoko to now resign, any attempt? What is the name and where are you calling from?
ABJ is Jerry. I just want to help that caller that was just on the phone. I was talking.
Happy?
He's mentioning and stating that there was a procedure because somebody recommends somebody. Somebody recommending you doesn't mean there's a procedure. So they
Oh.
did it. I would say the COP made a mistake by doing on a kangaroo being on a friendship business. Because Director Don is well noted for his character. We believe in him. So we think that anybody that he bring in, it will be as good as him. That's how they talk and how they talk in. He did not go to compete with another person or another individual that will apply for the secretary job and they go through elections. So the way they want to do with the youth wing. The youth wing were going through elections. The elections process was having some issues, so they put stop to it. If Mulbah was going to compete with other candidates with his profile and looking at what he has contributed to in the political space, the advocacy and everything, he could have filled that position. But because somebody from the advisory board, which is AB director, don't carry him, so they did not go through the actual proceeding. So it's not a procedure that was done there. It was based on friendship. And when you do things based on friendship,
I tell you.
these are the outcome you get. You see what I'm saying? That's why I want to correct that, brother. So there was no procedure done from what had been discussed. And when I heard that Mo Ali transition to become secretary for the CPP, they were looking for somebody. One day I just hear they announced Mulbah Yorgbor. How did they announce him?
That's the thing.
If they announced they put it on Facebook and they publicized it in World Press Conference. Only today we know that director not talking and carrying him there. Where is the process? What is the process? I guess before him and Costa become member of COP, they went beyond close, so people voted and post selected him to be. Before they selected the advisory board, they decided who should be on the advisory board. But for Mulbah Yorgbor, it was for handpick. So when you are handpick, you do handpick things. That's what he's doing now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just want to correct that brother that was there. He just closed some protocol on the radio here, on this thing. They would just be arguing because of self-interest. They would not look at the truth and put the truth where it's done. They would just because I'm my own TV, I'm my own lawyer, so I will support my lawyer and will support my team. Some of us here will be on this platform to debunk these people like that who will just come and say something. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me say this clear before I end this show. Let me say this. If Mulbah Yorgbor does not resign, if he does not resign, every day that passes, when I come here, I will release a clip. Every day that passes, when I come here, I will release a clip. Let it be known to let his crumbs eaters take that news to him. Let his crumbs eater take the news to him. If he does not resign up to the time that I'm looking at, Mulbah Yorgbor is in serious trouble with me. If I get banned now, then it is about to be exposed. Then one that they're prelude. Then one are talking that prelude discussion are just discussing. Prelude. But come next week, if Mulbah Yorgbor does not resign, or the COP does not remove him, Mulbah Yorgbor have me to contend with. Yes, that's what I have to say. Before we go, We want to recognize three individuals here. Brother Emmanuel. We want to recognize three individuals here. Fanny Sebu. Fanny Sebu, she has been one of the top listeners of this Abraka Talk Show from day one. So we cease to tell her thank you for all of her efforts. For all of Fanny Sebu efforts. To Brother Emmanuel Dekula. To Brother Emmanuel Dekula, I want to tell you thank you. This brother, when I don't come on, this brother always asks me, when are you coming on? And to Sis Margaret, A. Depu Dexy, Tona, your own. To my friend and brother, Emmanuel, thank you very much. And to many, to Emma Sharp, thank you for all of your listenings, for all what you people try to do. Mary Pare, thank you very much, Sis Mary. Thank you. That's how we'll do it here, and that's how we'll go. Deconti M. Johnson, thank you. Deconti M. Johnson, thank you. We are not discussing Mr. Cummings. Please, please understand that we are not discussing Mr. Cummings. The time for us to discuss Mr. Cummings, the time is coming. But for today, we are discussing the pro-homosexual. Thank you, Momo Nelson. Momo Nelson has been one of my many followers. Momo Nelson has been one of my allies. So Emma, my sister Emma Sharp. We are not discussing your political leader. Yeah? So please, I'm begging. We are not discussing your political leader. There will come a time where you will be able to put your political leader under the pedestal. That time is coming. So don't worry. Don't worry. Let me say thank you to Brother Roman Barak Deze. Sis Deborah Helena Bayasa Jala. To my friend and brother, Vamu, that many men. Many men. I want to tell you guys, thank you very much for tuning into the Manison Abraka Talk Show. This is what we do here. This is what we have pleasure in doing. We don't have pleasure in going to nightclubs. We have pleasure in informing our audience. So that's why we have been taught. And that's the reason why we are here. So see you tomorrow, See you when I see you. Bye bye, Father.